Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you guys how easily and quickly I make the bases for the explosion boxes in various sizes. So this one particularly measures 6.5 by 6.5 inches, and this one I have made in cream color. You guys can make in any color you want. Take some cardstock papers, and this is the one I'll be using in a beige green color, and you guys can take any color you want and cut them in these measurements. 4 pieces of 5.5 by 6.5 inches. These are inches in inches, and 4 pieces in 6 by 6 by 7 inches. 4 pieces in 6.5 by 7.5 inches. 1 piece in 5.5 by 5.5 inch. I'll put these measurements in the description box below as well, so you guys can check it out again. Now I'm done cutting the sheets, and I'll show you guys the measurements first. So each of these are 4 pieces, like 5.5 by 6.5 inches, 4 pieces for the first layer. Then it's 6.5, this one, 6 by 7 inches, 4 pieces. This is the third layer, 6.5 by 7.5, 4 pieces. These three are the bases. 6.5 by 6.5, 6 by 6, and this is 5.5 by 5.5, and this is for the cover of the box. So this one I have also written in the centimeters. In case you guys don't have the scoreboard, you guys can prefer the ruler. First I'm gonna take my first layer, which is 5.5 by 6.5 inches, 4 sheets, and we need to score 1 inch. So I'll keep it in this direction. I hope you guys can see the measurements here. So this one here is the 5.5 side, and this is 6.5 side. So keep it that way and score at 1 inch. So now once you score it, it's gonna be like 5.5 till here and 5.5 till here. So this one goes for the pasting for the base. So you're gonna repeat the same process. Take the 5.5 by 6.5 sheet, keep it like this, and score at 5.5 on this side. I'll do the same for the rest of the sheets, and like this. Score at 5.5. This is already 5.5, and this side is 6.5. You're gonna score at 5.5 here. So all the 4 sheets are done. You guys can see here. Now I'm gonna do the same for 6 by 7 inch sheet. This was 6 by 7 inch sheet, and I'm gonna score it the same way. I'll keep it here, 6 inches this side and 7 inches this side. I'm gonna score at 6 inches for each and every sheet, like this, 6 inches. You have to keep it like this, 6 inches on this side and 7 inches on this side, and score at 6 inches here. Just a second. So I'm done with all the 4 sheets for 6 by 7 inches. And I'm going to do the same for the last layer, 6.5 by 7.5 inches. I'll keep it this way. This is 6.5, this is 7.5. I'm going to score at 6.5 here. Like this. 6.5 here, and 6.5 here, and for the last one as well, 6.5 here. So now I'm done scoring all the 4 sheets for the last layer, 6.5 by 7.5. So now I'm gonna score the, I'm gonna add the adhesive on the scored lines. I'll show you guys where. So this one is 6 inches by 7 inches. Here I'll score at 6 inches. So I'm gonna add adhesive here. Okay, on all these sheets. Like this one is 5.5 by 6.5, like this is 5.5, this is 6.5. I have scored at 5.5 here, so I'm gonna add this side here, this side. Same goes for the 6.5 by 7.5 sheet. This is 6.5 by 7.5. I have scored on 6.5, so I'm gonna add this here. So now I'm gonna create the base. I'll show you guys quickly how to do that. So this is, I'll keep it in, this order and this way. This is 5.5 by 6.5. I have its base, and this is the sheet for this, 5.5 by 6.5, and which we cut out according to this measurement here, like 5.5 by 5.5, one piece. So this one is the piece for its base. The second one is 6 by 6 inches, one piece, and this is the 6 by 6 inch one piece here. And the last one is 6.5 by 6.5 piece, one piece. This is the 6.5 by 6.5 inches one piece. So these are the base for these layers. I'll show you guys quickly how to add it. So first I'm gonna start with the first layer, which is 5.5 by 6.5 inches. So I'll keep these aside for a moment, and like this. So I'll start adding the base. This is 5.5 by 6.5 inches. The base is 5.5 by 5.5. I'll peel off the double side tape from each layer. So now I have removed the double side tape from each of the sheets, and please don't get confused. This is the 5.5 by 6.5 sheets, all four, and this is the base, 5.5 by 5.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the base first and take one of the layers, and I'll add it here. Like I've added the adhesive on this side, and I'll take the base 5.5 by 5.5, and I'll add it here like this. I'll show you guys in a moment, like this. So this is the way we're gonna add all these three on these sides. Like I've added one here, second one goes here, then third here, and fourth one here. So good. I'll show you guys quickly how to do this. I'll keep on rotating the sheet. This is the base. This one was 5.5 by 5.5. I'll take this one, 5.5 by 6.5, add adhesive here, and I'll add this stick here like this. So I hope it's clear to all of you, and I'm going to add the third one in the same way here, like this. Now the last one on this side. I've added the adhesive here, and I'm going to add the last layer this way. So this creates the first layer of 5.5 by 5.5. This way. So this is the first layer. So in the same way I'm going to do the rest of the layers. I'm going to quick forward the video so that it doesn't take too long. So now all the three layers are ready. This one is 5.5 by 5.5. This is 6 by 6, and this one is 6.5 by 6.5. Now I'm gonna add adhesive on the bases of all three layers, on all the two layers, to stick these together. Like I'll add adhesive here, and I'll stick it here on 6 by 6, and then I'll add adhesive here, and I'll stick it to the last layer, which is 6.5 by 6.5. Now I have added all the layers together, and I'm gonna score these slightly like this to create a box here. After this, I'm gonna show you guys how I create the cover of the boxes. To create the cover, we have already cut out a sheet. Like, I'll keep this layer aside, and for the box cover we had cut out a sheet of this measurement. I hope it's visible, and this was the last piece, one piece in this measurement here. So now for this one you will need your scoreboard and also scoring tool, and you have to score at like 2 inches from all the sides here, like this, here, and the last one here. So this is how you score this sheet up, and I'll fold these on the scoring line here like this. Easy. This. And now we'll need to grab a pair of scissors, and we'll have to mark, like I have created a small box here, and I'm gonna cut it like this till 2 inch on both the sides, like on all the 4 sides here like this. And we'll rotate the sheet and do the same thing like this, and this one goes here like this, this one here. Now we have cut all the 4 sides, and I'm gonna score it a bit. And now we will have to add adhesive on all the 4 sides on these. I have added adhesive on all the 4 sides, and I'm gonna show you guys how to create the cap. And this is how we attach all the 4 sides together. And I've added adhesive here, and I'm gonna stick it with the other side like this. I'll do the same thing for all the sides here. So now this creates the box cover, which is just perfect. So now I'm gonna check if the size is correct or not. I'm gonna take the layers together here. I'm gonna fold it like this, and I'm gonna take the cover, and I'll see if the size is perfect or not. So it's perfect. See, this is how you will create the cover. I make the cover slight bigger because I have to add a lot of fun folds and for photographs, so it becomes really tight and heavy. So I prefer making the cover a bit larger from the original size, which is 6.5 by 6.5, and it fits easily. So this is the cover. I hope this tutorial was helpful. Let me know in the comment section below what do you guys think about this one. Thank you so much. Keep on watching. Bye.